Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu 2016 has come to an end, and we have a surprise winner, Sandhja. Of course, I say surprise because we're outside of Finland, and she was not a favorite outside the country, but in Finland, she actually was a favorite. You guys, how did you react when she won?
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, her song was one of my favorites, but not one of my top favorites. And I sort of didn't realistically think she'd win. I thought maybe Mikael would win. Yeah, she was, I mean, it's a nice song, but I didn't think it would be a winner.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm honest, of like the three big ones at the end, so you had Sandhja, you had Sara Aalto, and you had Mikael Saari, I probably liked her song the most. I mean, my favourite was the Barbecue Barbies, but I just love a good girl rock band. That's just me. But I just don't think that any of the songs really stood out that much. So maybe Sara and Mikael, if they had huge like opposition on either end, like Sandhja was the middle ground.
Before the contest, I hated this song. It was near my bottom. I thought it was a bit disco revival. It's female funk, I guess you could call it. Very similar to Belgium in a lot of ways. I don't like it. But then live, she does have personality, charisma, and a great voice. And so she's able to elevate what to me is a mediocre song and make you like her, even if you don't like the song. And perhaps in the arena where the jury was, it sounded fantastic. I mean, through my computer, it was just okay. I got really bored towards the second half. I thought Sara Aalto was fantastic. I thought the choreography, the voice, everything. I didn't like her backing vocalist, but I thought everything else was so expensive and almost Swedish. It was just so good. I'm kind of shocked right now. My jaw is on the floor.
It's been a year of shocking national final decisions. I think Sing It Away, it reminds me also of Say Yay. Just that kind of that female singer and a really big sort of dance energy. And maybe also if Poland goes with Margaret, it's also a bit like Cool Me Down. But the interesting thing is that, and it's not in the same semi-final as any of those songs and Belgium. So if there's going to be a winner in that genre in the semi-final, it could go to Finland.
I think that my only fear with this song is I do think it is this and that middle ground, which is kind of like it's up tempo, yes, but it's sort of in the same genre as Say Yay. I think Sara or Mikael, as much as I didn't like those songs as much, they would have had a key audience that would have picked up the phone for them. And obviously, I mean, that came through. Sara and Mikael both quite convincingly beat Sandhja in the televote. Fair enough, the juries might go for it more in Finland, but outside of Finland, I think this might struggle. I genuinely think Finland have a chance of not making the final again with this, which is a shame because I like the song, but...
I am with you. I liked the first 30 seconds, the build up to the first chorus. I was getting into it. I was like, this is a home run. Then the chorus came and it just repeats for the rest of the song. And I think visually, this needs work. It was empty. She did not fill the stage. She had people in the background. They didn't do much. They didn't add much. Maybe with an LED, it will be transformative. But as it stands now, I could see this as a borderline qualifier at best.
Yeah, I've heard it said that if a song does well with the jury but not with the televote in the national final, that it won't do well in Eurovision. And that's something that's happened in the past with other national finals. And I think it might happen here.
I think there's a slight irony that last year everybody was saying, oh, you know, the Finnish jury should have a lot more say. I mean, they ranked Satin Circus so much higher than PKN, and they only had 10% of the vote, and then PKN won the televote in a landslide. And this year, it's like the opposite. Now everybody's saying, oh, the Finnish jury have ruined everything by giving her so many points and giving her such a lead. And it's like you can't get a good middle ground in Finland, apparently.
The interesting thing is the Finnish jury, they're not musical experts, or some of them are, but they have other sort of everyday people, road workers and parliamentarians and all sorts of different groups of people.
And blogger Sammy Lukula.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, Sammy.
So in a way, that the jury is kind of still representative of the people in general. In fact, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's more realistically the people than viewers of the national final who might be sort of more fans. So,
well, if that is the case, then next year, please only hire people at record labels because we cannot have this happen again. I'm just really disappointed. I think she's a great performer. I just think the song needs lift. We talked about this before we came on air, but this is very similar to Laura in Belgium in that she was not a favorite among the international fans, but in Belgium she was. Same tonight.
I think one of the things is that, I mean, okay, we're talking about she's not in the same semi-final as Belgium, but obviously now we know more of the act, so we know kind of what we're going to get. She's up against Iveta from Armenia. She'll have a really killer song, you imagine. Nina Kraljic from Croatia. She's got Zoe, who actually, in terms of charisma and the staging, I'm not a huge fan of Luanda C, but I think that's probably better than Sing It Away. The only thing Finland have in their favour is Sweden and Estonia, and Iceland are all in that semi-final, or can vote at least. So that's probably an easy, say, 20, 30, well, 60 points if you include jury and televote nowadays.
Mikal was a huge favorite, in newspapers, among fans, even with the bookies, and he ended up third overall. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised because that wasn't a favourite song for me. I felt it was like something out of a musical, very Les Mis, and it doesn't have that sort of big Eurovision pop appeal. Not that all songs should, but I don't know, it just felt like a bit too serious, a bit too dramatic for Eurovision, and that might be why Sing It Away was so popular, because it was a lot more fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm exactly the same. I think it was very Les Mis for me, very musical theatre. I've never been a huge fan of his, and I think that people still feel bad in a way that he lost Uuden Musiikin Kilpailu 2013 with We Should Be Through, I think his song was. Everybody loved that, and he got beat by Krista, and now it's going to be the same thing. He got beat by somebody else, and there'll be a big outcry, but I didn't think it was good enough to win. I would have had Sarah over him as well, so.
Absolutely. To me, this was just one note. It was a good note, but it just got real dull real fast. It was like a black box theater. I want more action. I want more life. Great staging. I mean, it's like he was trying to do Loreen, but in a non-dance pop way, and it fell flat to me. That's what we think. What do you think? Are you looking forward to hearing Sandhja at Eurovision 2016? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
You should subscribe below.
And don't forget to like.
Thanks so much. See ya. Bye.